And we are back. Happy New Year, everybody, and Jen. It's JPML. No, are we live? Are we? Oh, good. Yes. Yes. Not everybody has as many problems with technology as Garth does. Jen's on top of it. So yes, Happy New Year. It's 2026, and we are back with more commentary on JPML Select, JPML tournaments from the past, sometimes, and sometimes the present. This one is going to be the third ORI final. That's the under 26 women, under 29 women's league. And boy, did we have a doozy last time.
Yeah, the Ranma, the first ever Ranma tournament. That was won by Yumi Uotani. And someone else won a tournament in the past week or so. Just over a week, I suppose.
Yes, that was
Congratulations,
fun.
Garthe!
Thank you.
You
That was
are the
fun.
#1 Janshi.
Yeah, that is funny. I guess that is sort of in the title, isn't it? Uh, I'm up against a bunch of people there that I consider to be much better mahjong players than me. And my first game, I mean, obviously that's three people who have won way more stuff than me and play at a higher level than me, and I beat them. So that was fun for that day. And I guess for some period of time, I guess I do get to say I'm number one. I'm number one. I can't believe
For a
I didn't
year.
take advantage. Yeah, for the year, I guess. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't take advantage of the opportunity to just Muhammad Ali it and raise my hands and be like, I am the greatest. But I guess I'll probably wait till I win at least one more before I proclaim I am the greatest. Except that that's probably not going to be where I'm officially called number one. I am officially called pro number one
yes.
after that tournament for a little while. So thank you. Yes, thanks, and thanks for everybody. Thanks to everybody who was watching, Jen, and a whole bunch of WRC fans. I think and a whole bunch of family. I can't believe we saw at our New Year's party, and like they were like, "Oh, what? Congratulations!" Like, holy cow, mommy really got the word out. So that was cool.
Yeah, that is
It's
cool.
it's fun to win. I recommend it to everybody.
Yeah, I've never done that before, so I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
I don't do it often. What do I have? I have a few what should I call it titles?
I have 0 titles
North
of any
Kanto.
sort whatsoever.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they
But
even call it a title
they
in any
do.
of these situations. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. North Kanto. I won that a couple times, and I've won this once now. Although I did like Moriyama had to get a little ribbing in there. Like, have you ever won anything? He's like in the congratulations speech at the end. This is the first time you've ever won anything, right? He said. Like, oh.
Did you say no? I won North Kanto multiple times.
I didn't quite get it out. I was like, well, I've won before, and then he's kind of just. I think he was satisfied already with what he had said, and he was ready to move on.
Yeah, that happens. It does happen.
Yes. Speaking of that kind of person, oh yeah, here's another one right here, huh?
Hmm? Oh. Welcome, Vapors. Good to see
Being
you.
self.
Also recently joined my server. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yay.
Hopefully I can get more server stuff going. 2026. Um, I don't know if it's cliche or whatever, but I'm glad to leave 2025 behind, personally.
Yeah, although boy, it hasn't been the greatest start for 2026 either.
True, but mm, very true as well. Sigh.
Gonna say the same thing next year. Whew. But yes, at least we'll have a good start. I've had a good start, and we'll have a nice start with this first two games. We're just doing the first two games of this final table.
The plan is the first 2 games. Hopefully they're not too incredibly long because I do have to do another stream today. Are you busy
Oh,
today?
pardon?
Are you busy today?
Well, I should play Fight Club, but I mean, I guess I could. But is there a final or something?
No, we're
Is it?
doing our bank show for our podcast since I have to play Skibon International. Not, I'm sorry, the podcast is called Skibon International. Tomorrow I have to play the Sankei Shimbun Cup. So we can't go live tomorrow, so we're going to record an episode today. Right after this, actually. Be about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half. Wow.
Yes.
So
it'd be until 2:30.
2:30. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
And then maybe
you can come on as a guest if you'd like.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get
お待たせいたしました。
into it.
続き第3期往来戦
Who we got
決
here?
勝
We've got
2回戦の模様をお届けしてまいります。
Yamato
司会実況の
and
大和です。
Fujisaki
解説には藤崎聡プロ、そして
Oh, I could read the
アキ
names.
ラプロにお越しいただいております。お二方どうぞよろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
対局会場の方準備は整っているようです。
Yes.
それでは参りましょう。第3期往来戦決勝2回戦勝敗の開始です。
Just read their
立ち会い
names.
に山田博之プロの合図によって2回戦が開始されまし
Yeah,
た。
what looked like Yamada Hiro
まずは
in the
並びから
background
見ていきたいと思い
as
ます。
the referee.
シーチャから桜木、南茶
And
に
in the
広
east
岡、
seat. Oh,
Oh, wait,
シャー
is
チャ
this
に
the right
藤
one?
井、
This
で
game.
テイチャに花宮の並び、
I don't.
トン一曲、
This game
馬はヤンマンです。
Yeah, at the
We're gonna
top.
get
But I
scores.
feel like
全国
We get
の
some
麻雀ファ
scores
ンの
at the
皆
bottom
様、
that we
こんに
like.
ちは。
I feel like it was game.
この時間は第3期往来戦
They
決勝
did
戦。
sort of bow at the beginning of that as if
As if
it
they're just
was
yeah.
the third.
Okay, here
Oh,
we
but this
go.
is-
This
oh.
is okay. Here we go. That's why it was game 2. That's game 1. There we go. We have the right.
Wow,
それでは
they
Oh,
bowed.
wait.
for
並び
it.
から見ていきたいと思います。
There we go. And we got the sound muted. Thank you, Vaporous Flame sound.
Okay.
Now we are all set. And we did not miss
Okay.
any. We are not drowned out during any of the English commentary, just the Aisatsu. So we are all good.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yes.
All right, I have to admit,
Occasionally.
I do not recognize any of these people through their masks yet. We'll get their
The
names
dealer
up
is
here in a second.
Hanamiya.
Hanamiya
Yes.
is the first.
Looks like
East player?
Sakuragi.
Look at you reading their names all diagonally. And
This is Fuji. She's like one of my favorite players. Oh, she's just one of my favorite JPML pros.
Fuji
Yeah.
Sumire
Yeah.
with silver hair. She silvered her hair.
It's Saika, I think.
Oh, okay, not Sumire. Okay.
Not Sumire. No.
Okay.
That's not even her name.
Fujimi isn't
And
Fuji?
I said
Sumire
Fuji. Fuji.
Oh, there's an extra E there.
Yeah, different name.
And there are their names.
Yes.
Hanamiya, Sakuragi.
Oh, these are not lined up. They'll be lined up just a second. Because I keep having to like realign because of the different overlays depending on when the tournament was played.
I'm glad you're in charge of that because that would just be staying unlined up if I were in charge.
Look at it all done.
Enlarge my screen here so I can see everything. And what do we got? Some of the hands are moving along. Fuji no Dora, one Dora over here for Hanamiya. Here's another Dora in a completed run with another run and a gut shot and possibility of using more Dora. Yes, I think that's the way to go. In my expert number 1 pro opinion. Here's another pair for Fuji. And then get rid of another pair. So she chooses the 2 of bamboos pair over the 2 of cracks pair.
Okay, everything look good, Vape? Can you just double check everything for me? You can hear both of us. You don't hear the Japanese. You can see everything. All the names are there. And
Get the feeling Hiroka is perhaps thinking about moving to a full flush. Can she get there before somebody else gets the tempai? still relatively early in the hand when she decided to switch there in that first row of discards. There's another bamboo, one away from ready with a possible monster. Could have pwned with a 6 of bamboos. I forget what her pairs are. There's a pair of 2s, I think, and maybe a pair of 4s, actually. Maybe only 1 6 at the moment. It's 5 5 5 6 7 8. Yes, right. 2 3 4. Okay. So one away from ready with an absolute monster. She would like that 4. She really wants that 4 or 3. Oh, that's, oh my goodness. Oh, could have been an easier tempi. All right, Jen, you're the tempi expert. What's she waiting for?
I was trying to do an Instagram post, so I missed it. 1 second.
So there's at least a 2 and a 5 that wins. Other than that, I bet 6.
2 5.
Wait, 6 9. What'd she win on? An 8? No, a deuce.
On the 2.
See, that was yeah. That was
no,
the easy one.
There's definitely no 8 in there.
I was thinking 6 9 possibly, but that's not quite right either, is it? Nope, that's not right.
It's
was
2
there
2
anything
2
else?
3
Oh,
4
a
5
1.
5 5 6 7 8 9, right?
Right.
3 4
A
5
1?
6 7 8 9 10 11 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12.
Nope, no 1. What if it's really just only 2
I only
and
have
5?
12 tiles in my.
See, 2 2 2 3 4 5 5 5 6 7 8 9.
Oh, is that 13? I put it in, but
Two
it only
triples,
looked like
2 triples, and then
No, I know, but
yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. Now I'm only coming up with 12 tiles too.
yeah, there's an extra tile in there. I think another 4. There's another 4. Okay.
Oh, you're right. There was another 4 there.
Yeah.
Wow. So maybe 5. Was 5 a winner? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 5. There's a 2 5 weight in there. And take out the 3 4 5. 2 3. Yeah, 3 4 5 shape or the 2 3 4 shape, and it gives you a chabot.
Wow. Glad that didn't come up on my final table. All right, so an early lead for Hiroka. Hiroka. I always get confused about how to properly elongate the vowels there. Hiroka.
Yeah. Which rule set does the Odaisen use? Yeah, and they've switched. They only use the WRC rules in the first ever Odaisen, and now they're set on the A rules, the competition rules. So there are very few JPML tournaments actually that use the WRC rules. The WRC League, of course, the WRC R League, and Masters. I think that's it. Oh, and Sorry, Pro Queen. Can you think of any
Queen
others?
uses WRC.
Yeah. Can you think of any others? I can't think of any others.
Yeah, I have to admit, I have not really been playing much lately. Should be commentating here, but are there any other tournaments coming up these days that we could play in, like Kyokai tournaments or?
Yeah, you can sign up for Nihon Open until next week.
Oh, I should do that.
Yep.
Pretending I'm a professional Mahjong player.
You missed the Big One Cup signups.
Oopsie.
Which is Mew, and also the other one, the Duosen. Those are both happening basically right now. So.
Oh.
But
look at me, not on top of things.
Nihon Open will happen next month. Also, World Reach Pros are eligible to play in the Nihon Open.
No, let's see. Yeah, let's see some
a sign up
World
for
Reach
that.
Pros.
Yeah.
Winning something big.
I got to work out the signups today as well. But yes.
Looks like just one away from ready. Let's see, there's another.
Just one away. 7
One away.
pin would be a good draw there, but it comes here to Hiroka instead.
Little 7-8-9 Sanshoku action for Hiroka.
Fuji decides not to keep the slightly more efficient 7 over the 9 dot. Figures a 3-4-4-5 is an efficient enough shape. Hiroka
Sakuragi
locks
holds on.
in that 7-8 open-ended waiting for the Dora.
Oh, that's
And
senpai.
Insta reach by Hanamiya.
Could not wait to turn that tile sideways. And that may slow some of these other players
Oh, and
down.
Dora.
Oh, 2 Dora.
Pairs up
Probably
for
not going to
Fuji.
slow her down.
Yeah, and A rules. And that is the exact draw that Sakuragi wanted. The one that we mentioned.
Whoa.
Oh, and the exact draw that Hiroka wants.
Some possible... Yeah, we're going to have some attacking going on here.
Hiroka still went away out, but Fuji does attack, as you say, deals right in. Oh, wait, they are using WRC rules. What? So they went back to WRC? I wonder if they do one... So the first one was WRC, the second one was A rules. I wonder if they go back and forth, like the odd ones are WRC rules.
Sorry to be not Kuwashi, but is this a tournament that happens once a year or
twice a year?
Twice a year. Twice a year. Okay,
So that's why I'm wondering if maybe in the spring they do WRC rules and in the fall they do A rules. So
perhaps that is the answer.
I misspoke. They are using WRC rules today.
Yes, there will be no looking at Uradora in competition rules.
I think
that is the dead giveaway.
I think that spring A rules and fall, late summer, fall A rules. Did I say spring WRC rules and late fall A rules is it coincides with Masters, so it's good practice for the young.
There you go.
The new young pros to get in there and get some practice in before the big open tournaments.
There need to be more tournaments geared towards middle-aged pros.
There's one, Ranma, happens once a year. That's going to be happening February, March.
Really?
But you are, it's under 49, so.
No. Really? That qualifies as middle-aged? 49 years old.
They have the variety for the same tournament, kind of. Yeah, I mean, this is based on us watching 3 O-Raisens now, so. Since we are not eligible for this tournament, and they never had it when we were that age. Well, Garthe was already a pro, already past this age when we became pros, but that was under my breath, right?
Yeah.
But so we have not experienced this tournament, so that's why we did not know. But we are learning together. There are also so few tournaments for the WRC rules. As the day I went to the dojo, this session they used WRC rules. Yeah, in the dojo they use WRC rules every day except Friday nights. So the dojo is always WRC rules, unless you go Friday after 5 p.m. And then it switches to A rules just once a week.
Sakuragi could not wait to drop Dora from this hand, and it was instantly pwned by Hiroka.
Oh yeah, it is Dora. Whoa, it's pwned. I'm sorry. I saw the green dragon in the discard, and I was... All right.
Yeah, so Hiroka with another big hand possible.
Sakuragi's a decision to make. Starts with a 4. She wants to keep the option for the 79 Sanshoku, I think, although it's the least efficient shape in her hand, so we might see it come out.
A disaster for Hanamiya to get a 3 of bamboos, because that would send the 6 out. Will Hiroka draw the winner first? Oh, it's her turn as dealer, too.
Fuji just one away from Tenpai now.
Yeah. We could see some more battling here. Uh-oh, an unneeded 6 for Sakuragi, and she's kind of on a march. Oh, and it comes up. Excuse me. Whew, excuse me. So that's a big win again for Hiroka. 2 12,000-point wins to start off this game. Big minuses for Sakuragi and Fuji in the very first round of this first game. That is a big hole for both of them and a nice mountain for Hiroka. Oh, other random success just for Garth. Dude, I'm 2 days in a row now under 100 kilograms.
Wow, way to go.
Yeah. Although it's the kind of thing that if you tell your wife, at least in this household, well, it's just the medicine, right? Well, all right. Yeah, sure. It is just the medicine.
It's a good thing you started that medicine.
Right? That stuff works, by the way, in case anybody's thinking about it. Wow, wait, what? Is that a 5, 6, 7 shape in the cracks that she threw the 5 from? Or the 7?
The 7?
I think I
5,
missed.
5, 7? 5, 5,
5, 5, 7. Okay, she's going for pairs. There it is. And a nice 3-sided weight in the dots for Fuji. Sakuragi with a nice hand here. Well, some nice shapes. Using Dora already in a completed shape. Hiroka one away from ready. Not a lot of value in the hand yet. Fuji's already thrown that 9, so the full straight is not really as attractive as it might have been. Here's another pair for Fuji.
There's too many groups now, too many blocks. She's going to have to release one of them. I imagine, depending on what comes, it seems like it might end up being the norths, except for there's no north-south, so it's not terrible. But she needs to get some points, and the norths are not very valuable.
Wonder if she switches to a... Yeah, probably gonna, yeah, because you got the open-ended weights. That's, for those of you who run into that, oh, another Dora for Sakuragi. For those of you who run into that problem where you're like, oh my god, do I go for Chitoitsu here or Mentsu hand, or the, like runs and things? First of all, if you're Jenn, obviously you don't go for Chitoitsu because you hate Chitoitsu.
Sakuragi pawns the red dragon. That's Tempai, waiting for them 7 bamboo. Okay, so what if you're not Jenn?
Yes. And I can't take credit for this either. I just remember musing like, oh, what was I supposed to do here? And what's her name? If I can come up with her name. Wow, does not take that open-ended weight because she had thrown that. Nikaido Rumi.
It wasn't open-ended. It was switching from the middle 7 to the middle 5 for Ipeiko. Except for that she had called, so she can't get Ipeiko. Oh, she could do 2-5, you're right.
Could have had 2-5, right?
But she had discarded it, so I don't know. She just didn't want to wait around the Dora. Maybe she thought 7 looks really good because there's 5s out and 6s. She has 6s.
And there's a bit of the, if she changes her hand there, it does give away information. So she's really hoping now that this 7 comes out from Sakuragi. No, Sakuragi's going to hold on to it. Not falling for that Suji trap. But yes, not finishing my thought from Nikaido Rumi, who gave it to me as I mused about not winning a Chitoitsu hand where I could not figure out what to do. She said, when you have a lot of open-ended weights, choose that. That's the easier way to win.
Yeah, definitely.
If you have a bunch of, pairs that are all by themselves, well, yes, then it makes more sense to go for a hand where things do not line up. Reach. So busy with my own conversation.
I was just gonna talk about that 7-pin discard way before when right here Sakuragi swappy-duppied out a 7-pin for another 7-pin. Normally that would make it look like you're waiting around the 7-pin. Oh, sorry, deal in.
Another one for
Sakuragi. In this case, since she had just discarded the 8 ping and then discarded the 7 after, it doesn't make it look like she's waiting there. It looks like maybe she's waiting for an open-ended somewhere else, which might make people trust Suji more. Because it means she had the 7-8
Right.
shape and discarded the 8 and then the 7, so she discarded an open-ended shape. So it looks like, it makes it look like she's waiting for open-ended, probably not in the dots, I would say. But
Right. And it probably encourages when people are looking for something safe to throw, they're going to say, oh, look, there's that 4 of bamboos out there. That probably means that the 7 is safe.
yeah, normally it's not necessarily like Suji, of course, are not necessarily safe, but if they've discarded a Suji somewhere, like an open-ended weight somewhere else, then it makes Suji look safe. Or South Pole by
That was a
Hanamiya.
deal in by Fuji.
Another deal-in by Fuji.
So
It's
yeah,
lots of
and I think she
deal-ins.
had reached, or she had 2 Dora. I think at that point, though, she, you can't really fault her for throwing that because she was, I think she had the kind of hand that she was going to be pushing with no matter what, unless she was already the one that had reached. Excuse me.
I mean, we also just said that it makes the Suji look safer. So if she was reading
Right.
and watching that 7-8 discard, or 8-7 discard, and she had reached already as well, and it was her first discard after reaching. So Vape says a question of Chitoitsu or Toitoi is one of the banes of my existence. Well, if you have 3.
Yeah.
All right, Tenpai for Hanamiya,
Just
waiting for
one pop.
147 bamboo. She's got a couple white dragons in her hand, and she has already pawned the south. That's her seat wind, and that's what she gets, just 300, 500.
We watching at normal speed here? Jeez, it feels like people are moving fast.
They are playing quickly. It is JPML.
Yeah, man, like just the draws and discards seem to be happening so fast. Like it's hard to. Whew.
So
People must have been shocked.
JPML is known for being the fastest playing league.
People must have been shocked when they watched me on the final table. Like, what? How did they let that guy into JPML?
Have you ever watched another league's, another organization's league? There's a
Yes, I
lot
have not
more
really.
like long time like choco going on than there are in JPML matches.
Huh. Interesting.
It's playing at a Mahjong final, playing a set over the winter break with the taxi drivers. And
Oh, yeah.
and then a different org's A1 league was on the screen. I think it was
Oh.
a replay of something. They were just playing an old one from, I don't know, whatever streaming service they have. And yeah, there were lots of times when I could watch because it wasn't like this. Even while I was playing myself,
You
I
could
could
keep up
still
with the
keep
game
up, yeah.
because there was not that much going on.
Wow, look at this hand. For Fuji, she's got a full straight brewing.
Right? I was going to
Look up
mention I like Fuji's hand.
right around here. So we just got 2 middleweights. It looks like she's kind of hedging 5, 6, 7 or a full straight, which I like. I like it.
This completes a run for Sakuragi.
For
Too many
Hanamiya,
blocks.
maybe?
That's a much better way to pronounce that name.
JPL, fastest
Hanamiya,
tiles in
yes.
the east. Yes, yes.
This is Sakuragi. On the strength of that previous win, looking to add some points.
South is a double value tile for her. Of course, Hiroka got stuck with 2 non-value wind pairs. And 2 easts out already. She can't pull them, so she gets released them as well. Nice fill-in for Sakuragi.
1 away from ready.
Yeah, this is kind of a sticky Tenpai. And she will go with the most efficient west. It seemed like she was kind of considering maybe keeping west as a safe tile, but it looks like we're going to go for the full straight here.
Oh, here we
Fuji,
go.
and she'll release the bamboos. Keep the open-ended. She did get...
Another troublesome Dorda. What do you do here now? Get rid of that pair. So, oh, interesting. So that's one of those situations where I don't know. I might hold on to. I might get rid of the 3 Dorda indicator and commit to using both Dorda. Do you do that early? So she threw from the 5 of dots. I want to use
for
both
A
Dorda.
rolls, I think I want to. For WRC, I don't think that's necessary, maybe.
Wow. Oh, possible full straight here.
Yeah, she did end up discarding the 4 dot. She thought it was going to get a little bit more dangerous later, and she wanted to keep that north safe tile, and she will keep doing that with the 8 character discard.
Does not add the possibility.
Losing a lot of efficiency too.
Oh, another Dorda. Oh, and now that 5 of dots. Well, all right. Could become a Suji trap. Well, still not interested in the full straight. This allows her
had time to think
use
about it
Dorda.
and stuck with that decision.
Oh, another unhelpful pair.
It does give her kind of a little bit more of an option to switch to Tanyao hand. It's a very long route to get there, but she will keep the double gutty Ryankan shape.
That's Tempai. Not ideal. Doesn't have to reach, because if the south comes out, that is a Yaku for her. In fact, it's 2. Oh, an open-ended weight here, except she's already thrown the 7. But she'll go for it. She doesn't want to.
Reach 2 dots. Fills in nicely for Hanamiya, waiting for the 6-9 bamboo. We see 3 of them on the board already.
Be disaster for Sakuragi if she got something around the bamboos and might throw the 6. Oh, this is
We see the 1
approaching
dot come
Tempai
out
in a
here.
different direction. Yeah, she's probably going to throw safe here. Yeah.
4.
All right.
Just complete
there we
fold.
go. Fuji taking the safe route, and boy, is that good timing. This is okay. Actually, you can wait for the 3, 6, and south here. Maybe we don't see the 6. Reach with the 7. And if she does that, boy, that's really limiting Hanamiya's chance for winning. You could see, is that the 7?
Yep,
Yay!
it's a 7.
All right.
Waiting for 3, 6, and south. Of course, she wants to keep that south option. There's none on the board, and it's her double wind.
So Hanamiya is drawing very thin to 1 9 of dots. Oh my god, there 1 of 9 of bamboos, and there it was. Oh man, like we could see all the 3 of the 6s were in Sakuragi's hand, I think it was.
Yep, 3 on the board.
And one was in Fuji's hand, and then 3 of the 9s were on the board. She gets the last. Hanamiya draws the very last 9 of bamboos, and boy, is that a lucky draw for her.
Yeah, but I'm sure it doesn't feel like it. She probably feels like, okay, it was a good weight, and I won.
Yeah.
She couldn't see those 3 6s. She might watch the tape later and be like, "Whoa,
yeah.
look at me!
Happy birthday to me."
Not.
So Sakuragi on a run here, closing the gap between her and Hiroka, and adding to the gap between both of them and Sakuragi and Fuji.
Yeah, Fuji having a really rough time here in game 1. There's 4 games, of course. There are 4 games, of course. Colloquial English saying there's 4 games instead of there are.
Yes. We're not British. We're not confused about what things are plural and what things aren't.
When I go back and edit Prost episodes and I'm doing the subtitles, you and I both do that so often.
Really? Like, say plural things. Do we misspeak on plural, or like do we?
We say there's and then plural. There's 4 games. Yeah, it's rampant in our speech.
That's embarrassing.
it's not just me. So it does make me feel better about myself.
Yes, that's why I don't listen to myself. So I don't have to know how badly I speak.
I fix the grammar and the subtitles, but
So people who English is maybe not their first language are like, well, God, it keeps sounding like they say theirs, but then I guess that's the way English people speak, huh? People speaking English, yeah.
yeah, we're not English.
Right, so one away from ready. Yeah, people speaking English. Sakuragi, one away from ready. No, not currently using Dora, but she will try to use it. She's hoping that pairs up for her pair, and she can reach. I wonder if she'll reach if that's still not paired up, and she completes the run.
Do you get called that from time to time? Eigo no hito? By very small children?
Been playing baseball with Riku lately, and so now when I run into the kids around town, it's all a lot of Riku's Papa. Hey, Riku's Papa.
Yeah. I like that. I like being called my kid's mama. Like, I don't need them to know my name.
Yes, good point.
I have
Also,
that is my greatest connection in life, is being my kid's mother. So yeah, they're way cooler than me. I definitely want to be associated with them.
my other problem is I don't know their names. Always at a loss for what to say. All right, one away from
Riku no
ready.
tomodachi.
I know, that's yes. All right, that's what I have to say next. It's much better than, oh, baseball player. Baseball child. Still one away from ready for Hanamiya. Sakuragi not quite getting the pair she needs. Holding on to that. Oh, and here's the pair of Dora for Hiroka. Currently still in first place. Certainly the first lucky player from the beginning. Here's another pair for Fuji, and one away from ready with 6 pairs. Yeah, just cannot get to Tenpai. That would have been a pair, but still not using Dora. Still no Tenpai for Fuji, and she starts to give up. Just hasn't had a lot of luck to begin with, and she's like, all right, fine. I'm not going to push it this late in the hand. Figures people have got to be ready already. Yeah. Figures somebody's probably got to be ready already. Can't see any Dora on the table. She decides to play a little safe, and as it turns out, in this situation, she's jumped the gun a little bit on playing safe. Another pair for Hanamiya, just not what she's looking for. Sakuragi also thinking about giving up here. Starting to play safe. No, she'll go for it on another draw. All right, now finally, yes, Hiroka is one away from ready. There's the last Dora. So Sakuragi will not be pairing that Dora.
And we have a very late reach from Hanamiya. I'm waiting for 2-5. One of them just comes right here into Sakuragi's hand.
Tenpai. That's Tenpai for Sakuragi, but she's waiting for Dora, right?
What is it, Tim? It looked like a 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 shape.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is Tenpai waiting for the 2-5. Oh, you're right.
That's
now
Tenpai.
This is Tenpai.
But she won't take it. Not going to discard that Dora or the 2-5, which deals in. So good
really,
on her.
Yeah, really did not deliberate about it at all.
Yeah, it's very, very late. There's
not a lot of
no
reason
good
to imagine.
options.
Yeah. Could still get back to Tenpai. In this last draw.
Last. Safe north tile.
There it is, temp. Oh no.
Not
Really?
quite.
No.
Not quite tempai. Guys having trouble accounting pips.
Yes. Yes, that's the problem. All right, so Hanamiya will continue as dealer. And the ridiculously fast pace of this game, actually, the pace of play hasn't slowed down, but at least the pace of dealerships changing has slowed down. Hanamiya winning a big hand in the first hand as dealer in the South round, and still holding on to the dealer as she keeps getting to tempai. Wasn't a lot of value in that last hand, but the reach was enough to convince the other players, all right, I'll give up. And it worked out. She got to stay as dealer. Oh, here's another. This completes a triple for Sakuragi.
Yeah, the East
Can
round.
she put a stop? Yeah.
Cruise
Did I
through
say
the
East?
East round.
Sorry.
No, I was just making a comment. Cruise through the East round and the South round is up to a Turtles start.
Yes, we were just speaking about how we misspeak. I was like, oh my God, did I do it again? Because it's so likely.
No, I think it's very natural the way that we say theirs and then plural. That's just something that people do in English.
Has become a thing, hasn't it?
It's just very normal and natural. But so I just thought it was interesting, so I brought it up. I'm not correcting you. I'm not a big fan of correcting grammar. I just know that you.
I do it way too much.
No. I just know that you mention grammar a lot, so.
I know I'm interested in it, and then it is embarrassing to me when I don't get it right.
I would never just say, okay, you're speaking wrong. It's not theirs. I'm not that kind of person. It's just that you mention it a lot, so I thought it was funny, so I brought it up. That's all. I had my best friend growing up had the worst stepdad ever, and I would like try and be nice. I'd see him driving home, and he'd stop to say hi, but be chatty. He'd say, like, "How are you? Okay," and he'd say, "How are you? Good. It's well." Okay. Like, this was just a terrible person, and I never ever want to be like that.
It's interesting. So Fuji, I was wondering what was going to happen if she drew the 4 to go around Dora. She had the 2, 3, 3, 5. She drew that 5 and threw the 5 immediately, and now has got that extra Dora just kind of standing in the way. Sakuragi, by the way, has gotten to tempai and was waiting for the 6-9 of dots for a while.
All right, reach for Fuji. Finally, we got a early reach, first to reach.
2 players waiting for the 6-9. And that will probably slow down the 6 coming. Oh, maybe not. From Hanamiya.
Yeah, she's going to start with those 1s, of course, because calling that means she has to go for a Tanyo hand in the side hand. Only using the tiles 2 through 8.
Sakuragi will push a little.
She knows those 2 1s are safe. So now we'll see if she gets the 4 character. I think we'll see the 6 come out. With all those 5s that she can see 3 5s. She probably thinks it's a risk worth taking. Oh, maybe not. Now we're going to see maybe the middleweight. Now she's going to use that 6 in her hand. It's not coming out.
The 6s.
And the 5.
This is also
safe
not
to
safe.
Herself. 5 character looks safe to herself, but not in the
She won't throw into her own hand, at least.
Yep.
She begins to give up.
Maeve says the grammar of speech seems to be very different from the grammar of written work, another quirk of English. That's also very true in Japanese, actually. We write very differently in Japanese than we speak, for the most part. A language which
Especially
takes other languages to the back alley and mugs them for their words and grammar. That is very beautiful English.
Of course, the way we write also depends on whether we do know the language. I'm sure Jenn is writing her Japanese much better than I am. My written Japanese is probably pretty random. There's another 6 of dots. Oh, but one
Fuji
of the
draws a
few...
9. No ura dora. Reach pinfu tsumo dora. 1326, I think. With
But
some
some welcome
continuances
points.
there, yeah.
Very welcome points for Fuji. That's her first winning hand of the game. It's been everybody else winning so far, and it'll be Sakuragi's second turn as dealer of this game.
Well, they're getting the hand set up. By the way, I will be in the Bay Area in May. I've been invited to be a guest at the PML Invitational Tournament.
Cool.
So I'll be heading over to the West Coast for that.
How many people play in that?
I think it's a very small tournament. I think like 32. It's just an invitational, so...
Okay. Let's see Jenn take that title down.
would be fun.
Any chance you think they will be televising at least perhaps the finals?
They might. They do have streams in PML, so there is a possibility.
Let's keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah, I think it looks like you can sign up if you're interested, and then you'll get notification at the end of the month if you are invited or not. It is an invitational, so they don't have room for just everybody.
Fuji looking to build on the success of that recent win. Perhaps going for a half flush here. Probably going to pawn the red dragons if she gets a chance. Got the 8889 shape in the bamboos. It's always a difficult one to use. Ooh. This completes another run, one away from ready for Sakuragi.
Oh, they're going up to 64 now. Oh, wait, no. That was last year. Nothing. Nothing.
That requires a bigger venue.
Maybe they haven't announced, but I think they said it was going to be like 32. They might expand. Who knows?
So Fuji decides it's time to start opening the hand. Now has gotten a little bit away from that difficult to use 7889 shape. There's another pair for Hiroka. Difficult to use. Still one away from ready for Sakuragi. Sakuragi dealer would like to start putting some points on the board. Oh, there's some possible value, although yeah, it's a bit of a long way around to get to the to any show Songen. Will almost certainly take whatever tempai she can get and forsake any extra value. Which we can see here is a good idea because there are already 2 white dragons here. This is tempai, not worth a reach. Here's tempai, and it calls for a reach. Minpindora. Interesting. All right. She'll open up the hand. Anya opens up her hand. Tempai waiting for the 4-7 of cracks and instant draw. No instant draw Yaku because there was a pawn there. It was a pawn, yes. So that is a win for Hiroka. That's a quick end to Sakuragi's turn as dealer. And Hiroka will look to extend her lead in this last turn as dealer in the south round. The pair of white dragons. So it has pawning possibilities. Not a lot of other value in the hand, though.
Kind of felt
5,
like
6,
Hiroka
7.
was angling the hand to the camera.
You got to play to the audience sometimes. Here's another pair, which is a completed triple for Sakuragi. Should we already start rooting for? Oh, that completes a run. And oh, do we move towards Tanyao Sanshoku? No. There's a resounding no for Tanyao Sanshoku.
When you have a whole bunch of points, then you definitely want to go for more speed and efficiency and not quite as much hand building. Sakuragi and Fuji are in a spot where they kind of do need to do some hand building. Especially in the south round when you have points. In the east round, even if you have points, you can still do some hand building and try and build up a big point bank. But in the south round, you kind of want to go quickly and keep other people from winning and keep those points.
And another consideration, this being the WRC rules, there's just so much value in reaching, extra value possibility in reaching, that you really want to take those faster routes. Efficient routes.
It's always interesting to see in the south round with points who reaches and who doesn't. There's always different reasons for reaching. It could be to put pressure on the other players, to get them to fold their hands. If you have points and you don't think that reaching will get people off their hands, then it's generally not a great idea. So then you end up reaching only when you don't have a yaku, or there's always so much to think about.
Hiroka will move. Will instantly ignore what we were just talking about, and starts moving towards Tanyao after all.
I mean, I don't think it's ignoring. If it's a much easier hand to win, then it makes a lot of sense if she can call for it and win quicker.
Oh, she did also let that one Haku go by without pawning it. So, all right, moving towards well, now there. She has moved all the way to a Tanyao hand. Here's another pair for Hanamiya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs. One away from ready.
Let's also keep in mind, like, some of these players, it could be their first pro tournament ever.
Oh, that's a good point.
The Wakajishi and the Oraisen tournaments are definitely not seasoned pros, so we get to see a bit greener. Of course, I think the level is much higher than it even was when we started, than the new pros were when we started. There's so many more resources now, so much more online play. It's a lot easier to skyrocket your level quickly.
Tenpai. So first of all, we have to reach from Sakuragi here. It was Sensei reach, first reach, and now this is a good enough weight for Hiroka that she will also reach.
Chasing reach. First reach and chasing reach.
And Hanamiya decides, all right, I guess I don't have the goods to fight. Certainly a much better weight for Hiroka, but we can see a lot of the tiles she's waiting for in other people's hands already. There's 2 of them here. 2 of them here. And I believe she's using one already in her hand. There's one of them there. So There's one of each, I think, to be drawn. Here's one of the sevens of dots that Sakuragi would like. I don't think Hanamiya is really tempted to push here so much as she's just looking for what is the safest thing to throw.
But she also just completely out of the hand. Fuji, of course, still has a dealership left, so she's not feeling quite as much pressure as Sakuragi would.
There's the last 5. That will not be coming out. So Hiroka drawing to a single 8. And I believe Sakuragi also drawing to a single 7. And see 2 of them in people's hands. 3 of them in people's hands. Oh my goodness, the last 8. So still no luck for Sakuragi, who throws into Hiroka another big hand. That was, of course, the expensive version of a win for Hiroka. And no breaks for Sakuragi. Currently all breaks for Hiroka. It was interesting on that discussion of like who reaches in the south round. So Sakuragi could have opted not to push there with the hand that didn't have a lot of value. Probably just thinking, okay, I'm the first to reach. I hope this forces everybody off. That plan just didn't quite work out.
Yeah, you gotta really
Hiroka
think about what the other players are playing for at the time to kind of make a judgment of if it will work out or not.
Yeah, and it certainly could have worked out. Hiroka might have gotten to it with a hand that she's like, well, there's no value in this hand. I got an attacking reach from Sakuragi. I've got points. I'll protect my points. It could have worked out, but it just didn't this time. Looks like one away from ready for Fuji. Would like to put a stop to Hiroka just chomping down points. Ooh, there's another run for Hanamiya. Could she be tempted for a half flush? One away from ready for Hiroka with some nice shapes. Not really tempted for the half flush because, of course, that would mean getting rid of that singleton Dora. Fuji's hand not quite coming together for value. Sakuragi's hand also dancing around value, but not quite getting there. All right, so the one of dots will be the pair. That completes a run, and one away from ready for Hiroka. That completes a run, and one away from ready for Hanamiya. That improves a shape for Sakuragi, but still not ideal. Fuji's hand is just not really improving. They start thinking about at least holding on to some safer tiles than dangerous tiles. Still no tempai for Hiroka. There's another pair for Fuji. Is there a path?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this tempai? This is tempai. Then it is a Yaku, even though it's a gut shot. She will take tempai.
Yeah, I think maybe hoping to upgrade because that's just 2 away from a full flush.
Oh, interesting point. So probably pawns the 4 if she gets a chance. I'm not pawns. She's the 4 if she gets a chance. Wasn't even thinking about the flush. It's going to be hard to get there without a little help. Will she get the help from Fuji? Maybe not. Boy, you're right. There's just so many things that can improve that hand. 6-9 of dots is already few. Let's see. There's a few 9s on the board already. Oh, well, that improves.
There we
Should
go,
be
going for
right.
full straight. Or full flush, sorry. Maybe
Jenn saw the
full
future.
straight.
I did not see that future.
Really? It's
Yeah,
just one pair.
it did not occur to me at all. So a possible monster for Hanamiya, looking to overtake Hiroka and with no more turns as dealer in this game. Oh,
All right, straight ahead. Full steam ahead.
it would have been free
Shikipatsu
10, so that's
Shinko.
another argument against going
Yeah.
back to that tempai. Looks like Sakuragi's probably starting to think about giving up, not thinking about that full straight.
We did not see a Poland of that too. Poland, of course, would be not a good weight. It would end up with a middle 4-dot weight. It also gets a little bit hard to make judgments about full straights when you're here on the broadcast table.
Hiroka does take tempai, looking to hold on to that turn as dealer and continue building on that lead. For the moment, nobody else is tempai. And looks like people have decided to slow down on throwing dangerous tiles. Well, Hiroka, those are 2 Dora. What am I talking about? There's value there. Not simply looking to continue her turn as dealer. Oh, look at that. Fuji holding on to that 3, even though it just came out. Solid play. Knowing that 3 could still be desired by Hanamiya. Doesn't give up that tempai. Will not throw dots to Hanamiya.
I mean, she doesn't really look tempai, so looks like they don't want her to get to tempai.
Right. But Oya having thrown out the 3 of dots, I think there are definitely some people who might be like, oh, this is safe.
I think
And
it makes
might be
them
more
very
worried.
wary about the Oya.
Yeah.
It's like throwing
So
out
solid
Dora
play
at
from
that point.
Fuji, yeah. Solid play from Fuji not to help Hanamiya's hand along. And that is actually ends up helping Hiroka be the only one at tempai and continuing to add to her lead. There's a completed run and a possible run with the Dora. Pair of red dragons, 4 tiles in the way of going to a half flush. Does Hiroka move to a flush? And Fuji with 2 south tiles. God, look at everybody's hand looking flushy. Fuji had 2
Suits have been
souths.
distributed.
Yeah. The deck decided to hand things out by suits. Well, this could be an outside hand too, depending on how she chooses to attack. Already using a Dora in one of those groups. She commits to the outside hit already? Boy. Would be a chance for some real value in that hand. Oh, sorry. The wait, I think there were two souths in somebody's hand. I have been confused as I saw south and the red and the green dragon, which clearly was not correct. In Hanamiya's hand. All right. So moving towards just Mentsu. Oh, adding a possible letter tile. Nope. So still hedging the outside hand. Hanamiya not really, no, Sakuragi not committing to the idea of the flush. We'll think about it this time. So there was one east already, but with west being Shompai, still completely undiscarded, she'll hold on to it. So man, Sakuragi with a real chance to get some points here, but the hand has just not progressed at all.
It always feels kind of disappointing when you're in that position. Like, okay, I can do it. I can do it.
Right?
The gods have looked down upon me, and yep, then they kick you in the
Bestowed
face.
a chance. Yeah, and then nope, they were just joking. The gods were not as. Oh, all right. So this is one away from ready. Still two away from ready. Sorry. Need to get another 8 or 9 of Manzu. that is 8 draws and only one useful one for Sakuragi. That's disappointing. Let's add some possibilities for Hanamiya, but she won't take them.
Ooh, triple
Hiroka's
up for
hand.
Hiroka.
And she'll throw Dora. So
I think that was open-ended gut shot shape, but it is.
Yeah, it was the 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 8, right?
Yeah. So it's a very efficient shape, but it's a bit more efficient in this case to keep that triple, I think, because you have so many options to pair up. And she does. She pairs up that 4 bamboo. Of course, the 4 bamboo would not have been Tempai if she had kept that open-ended gut shot. So the open-ended gut shot is an important tile. I mean, an important shape to notice and to keep a hold of just until you're about 1 away or Tempai.
So once again, a lot of the tiles that people want are already being used. We've got the 4/7 weight for Hanamiya. And of course, that's the Dora indicator, and we can see 2 7s here in Sakuragi's hand. Khan! Oh, she just barely. This is barely escapes with the correct con. And she draws her winner! Massive. This is going to be massive. We're going to see some Dora here.
Just one.
Some. Once again, the English is all wrong. We're going to see A and Dora here. So Hiroka does manage to continue just crushing the opposition. In this first game, there is still a fair amount of time, but whew, even after Hanamiya did catch up, Hiroka just running away with it in this first game. She's going to have like Hachiman here, 80,000 points, I think.
It's going to be a huge lead to go into the second game. Unless Fuji finds a miracle in the last hand. We still are not to the last hand yet, though.
100 short of 80,000 points. Hanamiya again with an interesting hand. Well, all right. So we've got 3 pairs. Outside-ish. Sorta. Oops, boy, they keep flashing around the table. Somebody dropped something. Dorda looks like it's the 4 of bamboos, perhaps.
They do switch the display with like a little. It looks like a little like Game Boy. So it could be. Sometimes if the camera jumps around, it's possible that they dropped the Game Boy. It's not a Game Boy. It just resembles one.
Hanamiya moving outside. Could still go for a flush, depending on what comes. Two Dorda in Fuji's hand. She'd like to make something happen here, and one of those, she gets a 5 to go with that Dorda, and an already completed run there. Sakuragi also with a Dorda. Oh, Hiroka getting 2 pairs of dragons now. So that's a triple now for Hanamiya. Get the feeling she might have been thinking about Kokushi a little bit, but with that triple, probably no longer thinking about that.
It doesn't seem like she's rolled it out yet, though.
Will we see a pawn? Nope. Oh, that does allow Hiroka to keep moving towards Tenpai. Such a nice hand for Fuji. With what happens here? So the answer is not Kokushi. Perhaps hoping for more wins to get to Dai Show Sushi. All right, well, there's more wins, so that's already not going to happen. There's another pair. Sort of precludes the outsideness of the hand. Wonder if we'll see a pawn of the east tile. Oh, Hiroka. So yes, she does have 80,000 points. It's just that she's got the 100 point sticks out, I think. So that the display has her under 80,000.
But she has 80.3, so it seems like.
I know, it does. The math is not working out at the moment.
It does 80,000. It's not under.
Oh, okay. So there must have been something when the display was wrong when it first came out, because it was 799 when it first came out.
So yeah, sometimes the sticks don't
update right away.
Sometimes they like break even.
This is one away from ready for Sakuragi. Takes the efficient route. Hanamiya also ready, actually. So an outside hand at the moment for Hanamiya. Hiroka ready and just looking for the ideal weight. This just continues not to be ready for Fuji. This adds some chi possibilities. This adds more possibilities for Sakuragi. She'll accept. Still no win for Hiroka. This is ready. Does she reach? She has no Yaku. She's got to reach. We can see one of the ones on the table. No threes. Certainly won't see a 3 coming out of Sakuragi, which she needs at the moment. One away from ready. Is she tempted to push here? She's throwing safe. She doesn't have a lot of safe options at the moment. Let's see what the 2 of dots is Suji to a 5 of dots. That improves Hiroka's weight.
Just that 7, maybe thinking that early 6 Mon discard made the 7 a little bit safer.
It does also mean that there are no more 3s for Fuji to draw. I think if Hiroka were to draw another Dora, she'd probably switch out the 3 for the Dora. And there is one more 1 of dots. Can Hiroka be convinced to give up? Oh, and she throws in the 5 of dots early on, perhaps convinces her that the 3 might be safe.
And she misses Uradora again.
And there would not have been a 1 of dots to be drawn since that was the Uradora indicator. So Fuji catches a bit of a break. Hiroka throwing in 1 tiny chink in Hiroka's armor that has been unbreakable so far. Can Fuji put together a little run here?
So frustrating when you have 10 tiles of 1 suit and then can't manage to draw any more for the rest of the hand. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 100% agree.
Disappointing. That completes a run for Hiroka. So yeah, did have a little bit of a break for once in Hiroka's luck, and then right away she has a pretty nice starting hand. Here's another actually nice starting hand for Hanamiya. 1 away from ready for Hiroka. I think we'll see a quick Haku Pon. And here we are also a lot of nice shapes, but no pair. Here's another pair for Sakuragi. Adds possible Tenpai tiles for Hiroka. Hanamiya doesn't take that gut shot. We got another pair here for Sakuragi. 2 away from ready with all pairs. Swappy doppy, Hiroka. Oh, that is a pair. Okay, yes. All right, 1 away from ready for Hanamiya. We'll go for the 3-4-5 Sanshoku. Still no Tenpai for Hiroka. That adds a nice shape for Fuji, and she'll take Ishanten.
That's interesting.
Oh,
Yeesh.
Sanshoku, Cocktail.
I wonder if...
So
Yeah, so we have a reach, but
Oh.
for Fuji's hand, I was wondering if maybe it would be beneficial to... Nope. Whatever I was going to say was wrong. Reach
So we
for
have
Fuji.
we have attack. So 6-9 of bamboos for Hanamiya. And it was the one more chance at Tenpai for the 3-6 of bamboos for Fuji. So they've got a little overlap on the 6, but the 3-9 could be a disaster depending on who draws it. You got 2 9s in Sakuragi's hand, 1 9 here. So Fuji is definitely drawing thinner. No, sorry. Hanamiya is definitely drawing thinner. There are no 9s left to be drawn. This Hiroka takes this chance to give up. And I think there is only 1 3 of bamboos out. Oof. Dodging a bullet. Fuji definitely. Oh, and the expensive one, or not the expensive, one of the few tiles that Hanamiya could win on.
And she chose to discard the over like the north. So I wonder if she was thinking those honor tiles where it looked dangerous.
Interesting.
All
So
right.
lucky break for Hanamiya to win that hand with quite a bit fewer tiles for her to win on than Fuji. And boy, did we have did Hiroka really run away with that game? Sakuragi, whew, really ran into a whole bunch of difficulty there. So we have a huge hole for Sakuragi to dig herself out of, and a huge mountain built by Hiroka.
Hiroka.
Hiroka. Hanamiya kind of in second, but also a pretty large hill to climb if he wants to overtake Hiroka. And of course, a slightly larger hill for Fuji to climb. All right, do we want to take a little break and come back for the second game?
Yep, we will be right back. Don't go away.
Refill our water bottles, and we'll be right back. Get down on it. And we're back with the second game of the third Orai final. We had a real barn burner from Hiroka in that first game. It was awesome. They rifled through the East round, and then we had another good hour, I think, for the South
It
round.
was long, maybe 45 minutes. It was long. All right, we are
お待たせいたしま
on to game 2 already.
With our commentators, Yamato, Fujisaki, and Wakutsu. Two previous M League pros. And Yamato, a common fixture in the commentating booth. And getting the game started is Yamada Hiro. Ready, set, go, he says. All right, looks like Hanamiya is the first dealer again.
I think
Oh, no, Sakuragi is the first dealer.
Sakuragi in the dealer's seat. Fuji
Hiroka,
in the south seat. Hanamiya in the west seat. I'm sorry, Fuji in the south. Hiroka,
Hiroka in the
sorry.
Hiroka south, Fuji west.
I missed a draw there.
Yeah. And this game, Hanamiya will be the final dealer. Started out as first dealer last game. She'll be the final dealer this turn.
Yeah, it seems
This
like
time.
they just rotated one spot. I think that's what happened.
Yes, that's right.
Of course, that is by chance. They don't determine who will be in the seats until the last game. Until then, it's all random using the JPML seat decision
Method.
system method. Yes.
System method, yes.
I speak
Both of us
English.
work. Well, we have some very fast hands here. So Sakuragi is one away from ready, has this decision about does she want to go for Sanshoku perhaps or not. We have two players, I think, that have a possible 7-8-9 Sanshoku going on. Here is another possible 7-8-9 Sanshoku. All right, it's a little bit farther away than the... Oh, Tenpai, and she will not wait for the possible upgrade to Sanshoku, because of course it wouldn't be guaranteed anyway. And again, there's just so much value in the reach if she can draw that winner and get Urodor and Ipatsuno. That will probably slow the other players down, although Hiroka does just have such a nice hand. She might be tempted to push. Let's see, 2 of the 5s here in Fuji's hand.
Fuji had really nice shapes in her hand as well, but she decides to play safe to the reach.
Oh, and this, oh yeah. Not taking Tenpai and the Sanshoku. Hiroka figures she's got the lead. She doesn't need to take the risk here.
See the points at the top? The delta, of course, means a negative, so that nobody can just add a little line and make it a plus.
Oh, yes. I guess I could have also noticed the fact that 2 of those 7s of dots that Hiroka would have wanted to win on did come out very quickly after the reach. Oh, and plus that was the reaching tile. So yes, Hiroka would have been drawing very thin to try to get to that 7-8-9 Sanshoku. Goes for the quick fold.
Yeah, one of them
There's
came
only-
out before the reach and one right after the reach, I think.
Yeah.
From Fuji, who looks like is folding. And insta win by, not insta, but Pretty quick
quick
win
win.
by Sakuragi.
And Uradora and the Omote. So a nice win for Sakuragi to start to turn things around after a tough first game.
She will continue as dealer. We'll have an East 1-1.
Well, it's interesting that Yamada is officiating. I didn't realize that they officiate from screens. I would have thought it would be better to be watching, but I guess he can't see everybody's hands. Wow, I wonder what it is that makes it better. Wow, here's a nice starting hand and instant reach. She chooses it's an interesting choice. Chooses the 8 of cracks weight.
And if that reach hadn't come out, I would have thought maybe Hanamiya would be going for a Kokshi hand. Look at that. But
Yeah, she's
stopped
going to end up playing
immediately.
safe.
And lots of potential safe tiles, but of course with the first turn reach, you have no idea what the weight is. So you'll see players just go straight ahead, and some players just play it safe.
It's interesting. So I would probably end up going for the 3 of cracks, that being, it is more towards the middle than the 8, but then I would feel like, oh, I've got the 5s and 1s in my hands. That creates a little more of a wall. I wonder how this is going to work out. Also, with the 5s in her hand, again, like you're saying, nobody knows what the weight is, and there's no way that you could be setting yourself up for Suji. But still, people might see Suji as something that offers a little bit of a safer bet, depending on what tiles come out later.
Yeah, possibly. You see, Fuji had a good starting hand, and she's just going with it. I think when you have somebody is probably going to be like Fuji and have a good hand that they're going to go for it. And I think in that case, it's more likely the 8 comes out than the 3. Because it's easier to use the 3 in the hand for other people.
Certainly, Fuji is the other player in the game at the moment who is also most needs points. Difficult draw. There's another pair. Makes her Tenpai.
Not Tenpai. Is it?
Really? It's not 6 pairs?
Is it? Oh, maybe I misread it. I was thinking because I just hate pairs so much.
There's a good chance I misread it too.
No. You're right. If she had gotten rid of the 2 character, but she chooses not to.
Oh, chooses a different route to Tenpai. So yeah, speaking of what we were talking about before, but now
chooses a different route to folding, apparently.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Just could not be tempted.
It is true the 8-mon is locked up in Hanamiya's hand. She won't be discarding that.
Another triple. Ooh.
Maybe. This is something.
You know what? This is one away from ready for from. This is Ijin Shanten.
Yes, 1-gen Shanten. And she'll take the 1-gen Shanten. I wonder if we'll see a pawn. And I think her hand, I don't think she didn't have, like, it didn't feel like she had
didn't want that one.
A ton of safe tiles, in my opinion. So
I guess at this point, the 5 is probably safe. You've got, again, it's an early reach. There's no way to tell.
I think Fuji probably should have just been going for the hand and not even thinking about folding. Unless she had a ton of safe tiles, and she has so many tiles paired up and tripled up that unless one of those triples or pairs becomes completely safe, I don't think it's worth it to fold the hand. You might end up dealing in, but I think that's just kind of the luck of the draw in the end.
So we can see one each of the 1-4 of bamboos in who's that, Hiroka's hand? Hanamiya's hand, sorry.
Oh, and
But
Sakuragi
gets
draw
the
it.
winner. And Dora, hey! Lots of points for Sakuragi, who really needs them.
1,000 all. Yeah, I think that Fuji had a chance to win on that hand and kind of balked. Ended up with a much better, much more higher scoring one away, but I think that maybe keeping those pairs might have been the move.
Right, I think she did eventually draw the 2 of bamboos, which would have completed that run 3-3 in the 3-3-4-4-5 of bamboos, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a path to winning there.
It's
But she
really
doesn't
hard.
take it.
It's really hard when you have a first turn reach from the dealer, and you're way behind. But I think this is the time to gain all the points you can.
Certainly, yes. In retrospect, having seen what game, it's easy to say that that could have been a chance.
It's retrospect, but I was saying it before retrospect happened as well.
That's true. in pre-spect.
In Jenn spect.
Pre-retrospect. Introspect? No, that's not right either. Here's another pair for Sakuragi. That could end up being the pair at the end. Boy, that opened up a really nice door for Sakuragi. Of course, it was very lucky to have gotten the insta reach, double reach. And the 8 of cracks does turn out to be the correct answer. Here's another pair for Fuji. Point does Sakuragi decide I'm committing to using the 2 Dora rather than hedging for that gut shot? Sakuragi probably thinking she wants to be as efficient as possible, which I guess is why she won't commit to giving up on that gut shot and using both Dora as her pair. There's a triple that might start convincing her that the 9s are her atama. There it is. There are no more 9s to be drawn. By the way, Fuji looking for the 4-5-6 Sanchoku could be a huge hand here. I think there's also a 3-4-5 Sanchoku in Onami. Which fan was that? Moving more towards the middle for Fuji. And yeah, Hanamiya with the Sanchoku possibility also. I have to get rid of Dora at some point. Could find, well, yeah, those are 2 open-ended waits for Sakuragi. I don't think there's a path towards waiting for Dora. So Tenpai for Hanamiya. She can throw Dora. And still no Tenpai for Fuji. Still no Tenpai for Hanamiya. Hanami is 2 away from ready, huh? Still no tempai for Fuji. Now she'll get rid of Dora. May start making the other plays. Oh, there's tempai. Big chance for Fuji. Does she want to reach or does she want to play quietly and hope that it comes out? She decides that perhaps, having deliberated, it gave away the fact she was tempai anyway. And that immediately gets Hanamiya to start folding. Another pair for Sakuragi. Is it time to push? She's got 2 Dora. What is safe? There's the 8 of dots, which is a, excuse me, Genbutsu. And does appear to be just giving up. Fuji was always drawing a little bit thin. But the 6 of cracks. Oh, they're all over here. Sorry. And all the 3s were over there too. So yeah, no, not a lot of tiles for Fuji to win on. But she does put a stop to Sakuragi's turn as dealer.
And we will finally get to East 2.
Yeah.
It's quite a long turn at the first dealer. Very lucrative for Sakuragi.
Who needed the points. She started the game in last after a tough start to the final table. But it's a nice start to the second game for Sakuragi. Who may have overtaken Fuji. Coming from 4th into 3rd. Current chip leader for the game, Hiroka, is now dealer. Well, with Fuji in second place, Sakuragi and Fuji may have just sort of, I think Sakuragi is just in front. But we have a lot of this second game still to go.
Really nice hand
run for
for
Hiroka. Yeah.
the dealer.
Will Hanami be tempted to start pulling tiles? Oh, yeah. So Hiroka's hand coming together nicely, but not taking that 7. Was there?
Oh, thank you, babe. Yes, I was saying we were talking about retrospectively. So you're looking for prospectively. I was being prospective.
There we go. Yes.
Thank
you.
Oh, interesting reach.
I said perspective. Jeez.
Sometimes when you speak Japanese, you forget English.
Yes, that's my excuse for sure.
I was also late getting to that comment, but the interesting reach here because 4-5 Shabo weight. Something that I usually tend to avoid, and every time I avoid it, it comes in, and every time I take it, it never comes in. So I don't know. There's just like so much potential for other weights with that triple of 5 dots. Not sure that I would reach immediately personally, but it is dealer.
It was super early too, so that's maybe part of the calculation.
Kind of early, not super early.
Relatively.
Somewhat,
early.
yes, relatively early.
But significantly, it may be what gets Sakuragi off her 2 Dora hand,
Yeah.
which could have been a lot more valuable if she had time to put it together. So there's a fold.
Pinfil says, "Hello, Mr. Champion, number 1 Janshi."
Oh. Thank you. I'm glad you saw it, or you saw at least that I won. It is exciting. I won't lie. I am pleased. There's another pair, and we've got the 2 Dora. Ooh, does Sakuragi get tempted?
Sanshoku Doko to me.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. She does have that 4 cracks just sitting there by itself, unless that pairs up. That is
sixes
likely
on
to
the
come
board.
out.
You got 3 thumbs up from Pinfil-san.
Woo!
There it is. Just 2 more tiles make this Sanshoku Doko. It's not realistic with a reach on the board, but every time I see 3 pairs of one number.
Does not take it, so she will keep moving towards Chitoitsu if she wants to be tempted. So there's no 6s to be drawn. I'm sorry, she's not waiting for a 6. She's waiting for the 5.
Yeah.
4 and 5.
6s were for the Doko.
Right. All right. So there's 1 5 here, and there's 1 4 in Sakuragi's hand. There is now an 8 and a 2 of cracks in Hiroka's discard. Might tempt a 5 out. If somebody runs out of completely safe tiles. Looks like Sakuragi is giving up. Con! For a second, I thought I had misread the weight. Oh, and Druss, that's the second time she's won on a con. No Uradora this time. Wow. So Hiroka making the most of what's I can't think of what drawing on a con is.
Linshan?
Linshan. Whew, got there just before Jenn gets me the right answer. Yes, Rinchan. That is 2. That's the second Rinchan. So what do we call that in English? Do we have a word for that?
Yeah, we do.
Draw on the con?
Nope.
Con win?
Nope. I can't think right now. But I wanted to say it's 2,600 all plus like many. I think it was 2,600 with lots of
continuances.
Yeah.
Con Jubilee. Conanza. Con Bonanza? Con. So Hiroka, not really slowing down. That does keep adding to Hiroka's overall lead. She starts with a couple of pairs. Oh, that's Tempai, really quick Tempai for Fuji, who says, all right, fine. If everybody's just going to win like right off the bat all the time, I'm going to do it too. Another pair for Sakuragi. Could she be tempted to start pushing? Even have time to get the scores and Dora up. So let's see. Dora looks like 6 of cracks. Looks like there's no value in Fuji's hand at the moment, right? It looked like there was a triple in there. So no Pinfu. Here is a Dora for Sakuragi. What has happened? Somebody draw from the wrong spot?
There's
Oh.
a... Maybe
There was
it's
a win?
supposed to be
Oh.
3,200 all, probably.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was 3,200 because of the con. There must have been something else in there because it was a con of the 5 of dots. Oh, yeah. Con of the 5 of dots. She drew something that was a triple, and the draw itself is also 2. So that would have gotten it up to 50. Yes, Fuji does have Tori. 3 ones of dots, ones of bamboos. So yes, that means it is just reach. But we can't see more than 2 9s of bamboos. So the 1 of bamboos is going to be the Urdadora. It's decided. If you can just draw a 3-6 of dots, here are 2 of them. That completes a run for Sakuragi, but it's still not tempting enough. We have 1 each of the 3-6 of dots in Hiroka's hand. So half of Fuji's winning tiles are already spread around in other people's hands. But it looks like she'll get some time to draw since other people's hands have not quite gotten to where they can push. The 1 of dots, okay. Wait, no, still 2 away from ready. So wants to hold on to that white dragon as a safe tile, just in case there's another chasing reach. And Fuji does manage to draw her winner. So excited to have a winning hand. She can't quite turn her tiles down. And then Urdadora does get her. I think it's still going to be 1,000, 2,000. And that's got to feel good as she moves into her turn as dealer. Keeps Hiroka's run to only just 1 winning hand. And now Fuji has a chance to try to make up some ground. With this hand. All right, there's 1 completed run and a bunch of gut shots. Oh, there's a completed triple of the east tiles for Hanamiya. And there's a completed run. We've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, and 1 for a possible 1, 2, 3 Sanchoku and maybe an outside hand. Dora. I missed what Dora is at the moment. People continue to be confused about what their winning scores are. Where's the 9 of bamboos? Don't need that pair. Nice starting hand for Hanamiya, but it just has not progressed. That adds a triple-sided weight for Fuji, whose hand is coming together nicely. But now we have 2 Dora in... Oops, no, that's Fuji's hand. 2 Dora in Fuji's hand. And the hand is coming together nicely for Hiroka. This is not the Sanshoku we were looking for. But she will stick to possibly looking for Sanshoku. And that's one away from ready for Hiroka with a really sticky shape. A lot of tiles get Hiroka to Tenpai. That's and that's none of them. Gee, really looking to use those two Dora. Can she get to Tenpai before somebody else does? Oh, Sakuragi did give up on the Sanshoku and looks like she's really more just pushing towards folding at this point. Hiroka still dancing around Tenpai. Fuji probably looking for a straight in the Manzu. And to use those two Dora. Still not Tenpai.
Not Tenpai, but a few more options now, I think. And
A few
also,
more options, yeah. Possible value, too, if she gets the 6 of bamboos. Although, yes, there's not a lot of them to be had either. It's like Sakuragi is leaning towards giving up. Oh, Hiroka, with such a wide acceptance, just cannot quite get there. Oh, not exactly what she was looking for. But one closer to Tenpai. Fuji with 2 Dora. Sakuragi giving up. And there is like the least exciting Tenpai. It's just like, what did I do? Why is this happening this way? So there are no more 6s, I believe, to be drawn. There's one here. There's another one in, well, there's one here in her own hand. There's one on the board right here. And I bet that slows down Hiroka with such a bad weight. Although, oh, it's going to get that out that way. Wow. Amazing. Hiroka with just some really fortunate timing. Whew. An absolutely terrible weight that just happened to be in the discards for the Reacher. And now we'll have Hanamiya. Hanamiya's first turn as dealer this game. An unfortunate turn of events for Fuji. She won a nice hand. It seemed like, oh, maybe she can start a run. It was not to happen on that hand. Maybe a quick hand for Sakuragi. There's another pair. There's a pair of Easts for Hiroka. There's another pair for Fuji. That's 4 pairs. Yeah. Continue to be one away from ready for Sakuragi. That completes a really unnecessary triple. Got the 3, 3, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7 in the Manzu. Like all of the Manzu around Dora without any of them. And of course, one of your pairs is the Dora indicator. Now we've got another pair. She will move towards 7 pairs. Gets rid of that annoying triple in the Manzu. Still one away from ready for Sakuragi. Oh, that completes a run. What an annoying place to have a run. Do we continue to go for Chitoitsu? Nope. does possibly make Dorda a little bit easier to use. If she draws it, she'll have the 3-sided weight in the Manzu if she does get that.
All right. Shifting to an inside hand for Fuji. East is a value tile, but it's not her seat wind. So she says one han is the same. It's one han one way and E han another.
Can steal tiles then for the Tanyao.
What's that phrase that I'm thinking of? 6 one way and half a dozen another, something like that.
6 of one and half a dozen of the other is a useful phrase, yes. Oh, and now she's back to one away from ready with 2 open-ended weights. Could also pwn, although that would
Is that really how it goes?
lessen the value.
I thought it was 6 one way and half a dozen another. 6 of one? We're talking about 2 different things?
Huh. I feel like what it's always the same number, but you're just saying that.
Of course, it's the same number. I'm just wondering if it's of or one way.
The same thing. 6 of this and 6 of this and a half a dozen of the same thing, which then you would really just say you have 12 of the same thing.
I know. I'm talking the way that I'm thinking of it is if you count it this way, it's 6, and if you count it that way, it's half a dozen.
Right, but I feel like if you were counting the same thing, wouldn't you always just say that it's 12 things?
No.
12 of that thing?
It's only 6 of that thing. I'm saying no matter how you count it, it's only 6.
Right. But I mean, if you had 12 of the same things, you wouldn't say you had 6
I'm not talking about 12, I'm talking about only 6.
Well, then...
I'm not talking about 12 things, I'm saying it's
right, I'm obviously not explaining it very
way. Well. No, I understand exactly what you're saying, but I'm saying something completely different than you.
Why would you say that?
Because I'm saying if you count it this way, it's 6, and if you count it that way, it's half a dozen, but it's meaning it's the same thing. Saying you can get to the same answer 2 different ways.
But...
and you're saying there's 2 different things.
I'm saying, yes, if you had 12 of the same thing, why would you say I have 6 of this thing and I have a half a dozen of this same thing?
I only have 6 things. I'm just saying there's 2 ways to say 6.
Right.
I'm not saying there's 12 things.
Right, but that's the expression is you're saying you have 6 of one thing and a half a dozen. You are counting it differently, but you're counting 2 different things.
That's what I'm trying to say is, are we talking about 2 different things? Or are we talking about 2 different ways to count the same thing?
We are counting about 2 different ways to count the same. You're talking about 2 different ways to count.
You're not understanding what I'm saying at all. I understand exactly what you're saying, but you're not understanding what I'm saying.
I think I'm understanding what you're trying to say. I don't understand why you would say that.
No, you think I'm talking about adding 6 of the same thing twice to get 12, and I'm not talking about that.
I understand that you could say there are different ways to count things, but I don't know why you would count the same thing 2 different ways.
Because it's an expression to say that there are 2 different ways to get to the same answer. There are multiple ways to get to the same answer, or multiple ways to say the same thing.
Right. So what would you like the expression to be?
So I was asking if the expression was we're talking about 2 different things, and it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, talking about 2 different objects.
Right.
Like 6 apples and 6 bananas. Okay.
Right.
Or
6 apples and half a dozen bananas. Okay, yeah.
Or are we talking about, like, I say potato, you say potato, so I say it's 6 apples and you say it's half a dozen apples, basically. So it's 6 apples one way or half a dozen the other way, is what I'm trying to say. That's that. So I guess
I feel like that expression always ends with the other.
Yeah. So I just thought that the phrase was different. I thought we were just talking about like
Different ways to count.
I say 6
Right.
and you say half a dozen. So 6 one way and half a dozen the other way is what I thought it was. But so I was just trying to
don't think that
clarify. I
expression-
was just trying to clarify what the expression was.
Right.
But I was not trying to say that we have adding 6 and half a dozen to get 12. That's not what I was trying to say.
All right. I think we solved that.
So I imagine probably I just heard somebody in my life say it a different way than it's more commonly said.
That is quite possible. People say things differently all the time. Well, Sakuragi not taking that pair. And oh god, there's something I just realized in the last week. What was that? Oh, no, this is going to bother me all day.
Yes, babe. Yeah, I totally understand what the phrase means. I was just trying to remember if it was the exact wording between 6 and half a dozen, if it was one way or one thing. And I think we've solved it.
Interesting draw here for Sakuragi. She's got those 2 red dragons, a number of paths to Tenpai, but that gut shot in the Sozu. And continues to think possibly about Sanchoku. Yeah, boy, that is an interesting spot. I wonder, do we get a pawn here? Nope, no pawn. So looking for a 6 of bamboos would be the optimal Tenpai, although might still be thinking about a path to Sanshoku.
Anyway, yeah, I was trying to apply that too. She was going to have either a pair of east, that was the round one that she could pull, and that would be 1 han, or go for the Hanyao hand, which is also 1 han. So it's the same 1 han either direction, is what I was trying to say.
Sakuragi still not getting to Tenpai. Oh, and Hiroka with 2 south tiles. That is her wind also. So it's the double south for Hiroka. Will she take that quick out to end? Oh, do we get a pawn this time? No pawn from Sakuragi. So maybe she thinks, all right, these could be useful safe tiles if I get to a point where I need to play safely. Fuji also has a pair of her wind seat. And Sakuragi now trying to figure out how to best make that hand work. This is Tenpai, and she goes for the larger points. South being her wind seat. It would not be Pinfu if she went for the wider weight. But if she can draw south, that is Mangan. This makes a possible open-ended weight, but Chun is safe. And 5-7 of bamboos is not. I think we're going to see the red dragons come up. Well, or not. And all of the souths are still available to be drawn. So here we are with a possible wider weight for Sakuragi if she can find the reach. This is one away for Fuji, but poof, yeah, she'd have to throw Dora to get there. She is not going to take that chance. And a possibly dangerous 8 of dots. I think we're going to start seeing a fold from Sakuragi. And the cheaper version for Hiroka. Sakuragi dodging a bullet. Could have been Mangan. So still holding on to the lead she's created this game. Catching up a bit with Hiroka. Fuji continues to have a tough run of it. And Hiroka starting off with a run and a Dora. And some other okay shapes. There's a triple of Norths and some other wins and some cracks. 2 values for Sakuragi. Probably really just wants to end this hand and this game as quickly as possible. I think we'll see some pawns, or maybe not. Isn't that south and the red dragon? So Sakuragi letting her first chance at pawn go by. Perhaps would like to create some more value in this hand. Getting back to our discussion of earlier, how do they approach? No, still no pawn. So Sakuragi's approach is not to try to win the hand as quickly as possible when she has that kind of lead in the south round. That is also 4 pairs. It could turn into an all pairs hand. There's something to go with the Dora. And we're adding cracks to Fuji's hand. There's another value tile. She will not hold on to it. Will we get a pawn now? We do finally get the pawn. No thought for the half flush. Ooh, but that does allow Hiroka to triple up with the 8 of dots. She's 1 away from ready, and here also is... No, this is still 2 away from ready. Fuji's hand slowly coming together. This is now 1 away from ready for... Oops, no. Hiroka. All right, I'm confused again. Hiroka's hand, oh, 1 away from ready. Fuji's hand is, yes, coming together as... Oh, there's Tenpai. Tenpai for Hanamiya, waiting for the white dragon, and I believe the 7 of cracks. Is that the 7 of cracks or the 7 of dots? The 7 of bamboos. I think it was a 7. Fuji gives up immediately. It was Torty. Do they have to call the referee out to put that back? She can put it back.
I don't think it gave any extra information, so probably
Yeah.
not.
So it looks like Hiroka is already giving up. There will be no challenge from Hiroka. Protecting her turn as dealer. Also Fuji giving up. Hanamiya will have free run at this, depending on on how efficiently Sakuragi can give up. So unless something weird happens with the 4 of bamboos, or perhaps a con of the 2 of bamboos for Hanamiya, could tempt out a 1 of bamboos. But otherwise, I think everybody's given up. can see one white dragon in Fuji's hand. Here you can see one of bamboos. And the other two are still out there. Either one of each are still out there. And I think that was the last. No, there's going to be one more draw. One more chance for Hanamiya. And that is not it. So that's the end of Hiroka's turn as dealer. And we have two more turns as dealer coming up. One for Fuji and one for Hanamiya. Can Fuji put something together? It has been tough going for Fuji so far. Fuji's last turn as dealer in this second game. Sakuragi having taken over third place with a big run on the very first hand of this game. Got a lot of wins in Fuji's hand, but only one pair of them. Two dragons in Hiroka's hand. And actually already 7 pairs, I think. Fuji chooses not to accept that outside weight. It's already with the inside or the open-ended weight 3/6 of dots. Didn't really add a lot of value. This adds another run to Hiroka's hand, and Hiroka might be looking to just sneak off with this hand as quickly as possible if she can pawn either of those value tiles. That's another run. I think we're going to see a pawn pretty quickly here. There's another wind, another pair of winds for Fuji. Sakuragi drawing 2 souths in a row to be very disappointed. Oh, there's a Dorda in the way for Hiroka's hand.
A pawn from Hiroka. Tenpai.
She will. Tenpai. She will try to get away quickly. Throws Dorda. Everybody knows. Oh, I guess she's Tenpai. There's another win for Hiroka. Of course, we know that the souths are all gone. Not Hiroka, Fuji. So I think we'll start seeing Fuji pawning anything at this point. And probably moving towards a flush, if she can. This is one away from ready for Hanamiya. Still waiting for a pair. That improves the weight for Sakuragi, but I'm feeling Sakuragi is probably leaning more towards folding. Although she might also figure, okay, if the Dorda comes out for from Hiroka, excuse me. Well, this could possibly be a pair. Sakuragi might be figuring, all right, Hiroka's hand is cheap. Throwing into her is not that big a problem for me.
Not very scary. Still very likely get her close to locking in that first place.
That completes a run for Fuji, but still not the greatest shapes, given that there's all those pairs of wins. She's thinking about it. How to get to Tenpai. That is a route. So commits to using only the east tile. for the win. And now Sakuragi, not with a lot of value in the hand. That's another pair. Could maybe think about going for all pairs, but might also be thinking, what in the world is going on in Fuji's hand? And the winner just quickly goes to Hiroka. Fuji continues to have a tough time. Quick end to Fuji's hopes for a strong turn as dealer, and we're coming into the final hand, or at least the final dealer of the second game. Hanamiya coming from second place in the first game would like to regain some of those points. Maybe at least get above Hiroka to get some bonus points away from her and added to her own Hanamiya score. So Hanamiya currently, I believe, in last place. Fuji not too much further in front. Speaking of grammar. And that adds an open-ended weight for Sakuragi, who will definitely be looking to end this run by Hanamiya as quickly as possible. Hanamiya with 2 red dragons will probably pawn those as soon as possible, just to ensure she gets to hold on to her turn as dealer. A pretty disappointing starting hand for Fuji. Whew, disappointing. I suppose there is half flush possibility, or well, Kokushi. Yeah, no, not Kokushi. Although she's still thinking about it. Doesn't lean into the flush possibilities, leans more towards the Kokushi possibilities. Here's a pair for what was currently an open-ended weight. How does Hanamiya want to approach it? That does start leaning towards not using Dora. So she'll throw Dora. Clearly looking to maybe take the red dragon, first chance she gets, and just get a cheapo to continue as dealer. Another pair for Fuji. Not particularly useful, since she'd really like Kokushi. There's a pair of Souths for Hiroka, who also probably would not mind just ending this game. A nice second place for Hiroka. She's already has a massive lead. It would seal in the win for Sakuragi, but given that Sakuragi was way in last place at the beginning of this game, Hiroka would still have quite a lead. All right, there's another Kokushi tile for Fuji. Can she get there before everybody else? Sakuragi trying to decide whether to give up Dora and move for the inside hand. We'll continue to hedge, possibly using Dora. There's another pair for Hiroka. There's another outside tile, but she already has that one. Fuji. Sakuragi starts possibly moving towards the inside hand with the double gut shot in the Pinzu. There's another pair of what she didn't really need, Fuji. That completes a run. We have completely moving to the middle. Nope. We will still hold on to the possible gut shot. And no tempai for Sakuragi. This is already a run for Sakuragi. Should start moving perhaps towards Sanchoku. I'm not sure if there's Sanchoku there or not. We are getting late in the hand. Hanamiya might need a little help to get to tempai here. Still haven't seen any red dragons.
Wow. There's one on the board.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
In Fuji's discard on the left there.
Oh, wow, that's really late. I'm surprised Hanamiya did not pawn that. All right. I was
Sorry, not
paying
Fuji's,
attention.
in Hiroka's discard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that adds a pair. So now moving towards 7 pairs. The 8 of bamboos.
I wonder why
Not
she
really a loss. Yeah.
own it.
That's right. That's
She really needs to continue as dealer. She's in a bad position right now in this game.
yeah. So the 8 of bamboos doesn't really represent a big loss.
Hiroka, well, she
Takes tempai. Waiting for only the south to win. Is this? That is tempai. And she will reach. So she defies Jenn and Garth's expectations, gets to reach without the chumpon. And, well, good timing. Because it might have come out from Sakuragi, but I think that will get everybody to give up now. Not really the value in anybody's hand to cause them to push for it. Not a stretch. That is a 6 of cracks in Hanamiya's discards.
Yep. 2 of them. Oh, no,
So
one of
that
them. One of
was
them. 1, 6, 1, 9, 1, 8, 1, 3. Like all the
that
cracks.
was Genbutsu, yes. Actually, there are no souths out either, so the south could be
There's
drawn.
one right here. Just one.
Oh, there's one. Okay.
In
Garthe is not
Hanamiya's
paying attention.
discard.
Oh, so it could come out as Genbutsu if anybody draws it. The rest of the Dorda go to Sakuragi, who is really just throwing in the towel. This is also Ishanten again, but I don't think she's looking for a way to tempai. I think she's looking more for a safe way to not throwing into Hanamiya. And that ruins Hiroka's dream of ending the game. Oh my goodness, and that would have been it. One turn late. None is. And she does get to tempai. So just manages to save tempai. Could have had the win, as it happens, but does save tempai.
Yeah, I guess
moving
one
her
more
a little bit closer.
turn.
One more turn for Hanamiya, but interestingly, also, it moves Hiroka 3,000 points closer to Sakuragi. That's a 3,000 point swing that does, I think, put her within Mongon drawing distance of winning the game. Especially with that reach stick out there. It definitely puts her within Mongon drawing distance of winning this game. Can Hiroka get a 2-game sweep here? Sakuragi with a nice hand might put a quick stop to that. Not a lot of value here in Hiroka's hand at the moment, but could get a flush. Okay, no flush. What we now have is a bunch of open-ended possibilities. Adds a possible open-ended weight for Hanamiya. Hiroka probably looking, again, just to end the hand quickly. That completes a run. So we're one away from ready in Sakuragi's hand. Still some distance to go for Hiroka. And even more distance for Hanamiya. There's a nice improvement for Fuji. And there's a bit of an improvement for Hanamiya. Sakuragi moves towards Pinfu, really hoping for the 4 of dots. Not going to use that possibly wide weight of the, what was it, 6, 9 of dots, and possibly the 9 of bamboos. 9 of bamboos had come out, so she's hoping to probably wait quietly with just a Pinfu hand. As it turns out, here are 3 of the 4 of dots that she needs.
Yeah, I think 9 out already, so makes sense.
Yeah. As it happens, though, there are no 4s of dots.
Nice fill in for Fuji. Nope, Hanamiya. Wonder if Hanamiya will get another shot at dealer here.
I think she's going to avoid any threat from Sakuragi because Sakuragi is waiting on that gut shot, of which there are none to be drawn. All 4s of dots are already in other people's hands.
Locked into Hanamiya's hand now. As a triple. Ooh, triple of the West for Fuji. It's not her seat wind, but she has pretty good shapes. We might see a reach.
This is Tempai. Hanamiya is probably going to reach here just to try to scare everybody off.
She doesn't have Yaku either, right? So she has to win.
If she wants to win on this, if she wants to win from somebody else, she might still be thinking about improving the weight. There is one of cracks out already. So that does make it immediately less tempting.
I don't know. It looks kind of like safe. There's lots of 3s and 2s out. There's another 3 out. Right. There's only one left, but looks like kind of a good weight. I think maybe she thought about it too long.
Yeah. Oh, interesting chi to try to lessen the value while not having a yaku.
Yeah, it is
Tempai. Oh, Sanshoku.
Sanshoku Tempai 345.
345, and of course the Sanshoku shape is locked in. This is also Tempai. Fuji no value yet because she's not holding Dora. She could be waiting for Dora. Is this Fuji's chance?
That's right. Waiting for the 4-5.
So she goes for it.
So we essentially have 3 reaches. It's only 2 reaches, but we also have the 3-4-5.
Might get Sakuragi giving up here. Yeah, I feel like
not
no
yet.
value. Okay, she'll push a little bit.
Hiroka is at least gonna. Oh, the 4 comes to Fuji. Ippatsu tsumo. Ichipatsu tsumo Dora. Nisen Yonsen. That will be a Mangan for Fuji.
A nice break for Fuji. Tough one for Hanamiya. And so we have a slight evening of the scores, although Hiroka is still way out in front. All right, some excitement at the end of that game. Although Hiroka is still holds a commanding lead over the rest of the field. But those were the first 2 games of the 3rd Orai final.
Yep. And that is it for us today. We'll have the next 2 games next week. I think we are back on a normal schedule and pretty much keeping most Wednesdays open, I think. So we should be back most of the time.
Sounds good. Yes, until random vacations happen in early March.
All right. Yep. And I will be going, of course, to the West Coast in May.
Oh, yes.
But we'll figure that out when it comes. We'll see you next week for the conclusion of the 3rd ever Orai-sen
Orai final.
U29 women's event. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you, Vape. Thank you, Pinful. And congratulations, Garth, on being the #1 Janshi.
Thank you. Thank you again.
Right.
Yeah, that never gets old. I'll accept thanks for that for a while.
All right. I'm going to rush off to record this podcast, and we'll see you guys next week.